Shalom, family. Glory be to God and blessed be the Lamb, as always. You know, you don't have a country anymore, right? I'm pretty sure that this country has been sold to the highest bidder with the people on it. And that makes you either farm animals or slaves. There's no way out of it. Everywhere you look, people in the United States, not from here, are doing what the fuck they want to do. Plan or the idea has a couple of flaws in it. It has a couple of flaws. Why would you want to bring with you the very thing that fucked you up in your home countries? It is legitimate. It is a legitimate question. Your behaviors, your outlooks, your perspectives, your food, your vibe. Why would you want to do that? It apparently did not work for you where you are from. Apparently. And yet, here you are. And the power to put forth both his plans and his strategies, even up into depth. So I ask all of you, I won't go down the list of other religions in Babylon. Babylon. This sounds like a bunch of babble. Imagine a bunch of people from different goddamn gods and different beliefs gathering in one place and then having the temerity to talk to each other. Learn one common language and just start to running their goddamn mouth. Them and all their multiplicity in fucking religions by both their names and the prophet and their prophets. If you keep fucking with me like this, and I will destroy your religion from the inside out. Easily. Because your children will know that you're nothing but liars, mistaken, misguided, misdirected, and your parents and your grandparents and your great grandparents were liars also, misdirected, misguided, and fed a fucking fable. The U.S. House, as well as the Senate, is Israeli occupied territory. Israeli occupied territory. You got soldiers who have killed and committed acts of genocide and war crimes. I mean, working for ICE as I speak. You got the Department of Homeland Security website, at least X, is based out of Israel. You have Israel training police officers presumptive about my fucking surroundings. I know everything about my surroundings. Everything. Everything. Anyway, you have been taken over, America. What's left of you? Are there any Americans left? I mean, black or white or Asian, Hispanic, I wouldn't give a damn. Are there any left? I mean, you know what? I'm going to tell you where I live. I live in Houston, urban Houston. Do you know where the white people live? Very thing in which you live now. That's what they were fleeing from. They want nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing to do with it. They just make money off of it, manage it, work through it, and act like they don't see anything else. They offer no resistance to what some would regard as the event. I'm not going to do that because it ain't that kind of party. Stop, Daryl. This is already devolving into something that you didn't mean it to be. What has to happen? You get upset with me because I tell the truth. Your president won't stand up and say it. Neither will your governor. They know it. Neither were your senators, neither were your House members, and neither were the mayors. They know the exact same thing I know because they see it by the numbers. They see it by the movement on the ground, both sociological and political. And none of them have a plan to save this country. Just the opposite. It seems as though they have thrown in the towel and said, sink or swim, sink or swim. There's nothing we can do. We owe all this money, and they never pay their bills anyway. Rich people don't pay their bills. You do understand this, right? They don't pay their goddamn bills. Damn. They don't pay their bills, man. Just like the government don't pay its bills. Your government does not pay its bills. It prints money. It creates debt, not pay the bill. Now, if you were in charge of a system like that, and you from Babylon, well, why the fuck not? I mean, who gonna get mad at me? Shit, why the hell not? What else I'm gonna do with it? Bury it with me? Who needs billions and billions and billions and billions? Well, here's the idea of it. The idea is not that they need it. The idea is to make sure you don't have it. The more they have, the less you have access to, whether it's through jobs, business, or anything else. Trade, any transaction, money or the supply is limited, so they say. But again, keep in mind, they don't pay their bills. They just print more money. And then they seem to give it to each other, making each other richer and richer and richer. And it is through this process of lust for wealth where money makes a man. I shit you not. And I am still discombobulated by that. But that's the going definition. So that's what we're rolling with right now. Money make a man. So what weak son of a bitch want to be whoever you is? It obviously ain't the government. The government is not the country. Or is it? I mean, you go vote twice every 4 years. I mean, yeah, twice every 4 years to do what? Give them fucking legitimacy, credibility, to then come and drive a knife in your back. But anyway, it's obvious at this point that they don't represent you. Your country is done. Your country is done. If you don't stop this now, it is done. They are never going to step down. You're not going to vote them out because they got too much money, too many connections, even down to the media. Your media has been sold out. There is no more American media. None. Zero. So now they can manipulate your minds. Okay? Because you are the type of population that don't go and research and look for any information. You get everything right out of the screen of your device, and you don't question it. You don't even question it. So at this point, is it any wonder that they feeding your ass fake food? We know, depending on age, that meat don't act like that and beef don't taste like that. And we've seen them bragging on lab-grown meat. But how do we get here? From GMOs. You couldn't stop them there. But hold on. What was first step? Man, this step-by-step shit is beyond me. You must slay the beast early. Never let the beast create not one fact on the ground. So where did it start? Go back into the late 80s, early 90s. Here's an example. Now, I don't want you to think about the examples. I want you to think about the rules and the regulations and all of the courts that made this shit possible. Okay? We we know jasmine rice. Jasmine rice comes from one place only. Now, how about in America, someone started selling jasmine rice, but it wasn't a real jasmine rice. It wasn't a real jasmine rice. What they had done is to steal a seed and spliced the seed and made it a hybrid seed. So what you're eating off your grocery stores ain't real jasmine, no matter how many times they tell you it is. Real jasmine will smell your whole house up. It won't even smell like rice. It's like lighting a fucking incense in your house. Okay? Now we don't see it. Why? Because they went to court and won to use the name Jasmine. When then came the natural beef. Now here's the difference. The beef is fed on a corporate level. Like they don't give a fuck. Okay? Their beef don't graze. Okay? Their beef stands in one spot pretty much his whole damn life and then slaughter. Transport and then slaughter. It don't taste nothing like a natural fed, grass fed piece of beef. Okay, on their meat versus their meat. Now we don't know the difference. Again, a thief, a thief, a thief, and a thief hates competition. I'm not going to do what you do and beat you at it better. I'm going to go to court and ask my friend to stop you from beating me. They don't like your meat more than they like my meat. Hold on, because we're still in the 90s. We're still in the 90s. They went to court again. There was two gas stations, a block apart. One gas station was a 737. Well, mine's is going to be 227, 215. I'm going to have the tanker right back out here tomorrow night and the night after that. And I can't because he going to go to court. He going to get mad. He going to see something wrong. He going to get all up in his feelings and he going to call somebody. He going to start talking and whining about how, man, he's not making any money on his gas sales and his corporate benefactors are going to make the right phone calls to make that guy raise his prices up the hills because corporations are in it to make profit. He's selling gas to make a living. You do see the difference, right? One's making a living, one's making a profit. Are you getting it now, Grasshopper? Stay on the train, though. Stay on the train. This is a sense of entitlement gone mad. Gone mad. But this is what happens when you allow people to do what they want to do if they have money or they have the right connections, which is whatever they want to. It's whatever they want to do. Moving ahead. Next, what they bring you, GMOs. GMOs. What that stands for? Gross manufactured organisms. I forget. Anyway, and they want this stuff in your food. You said no. You said no. We don't want any. What's the name of this? Generic modified organisms. Anyway, we don't want it. We don't want it. You made it up. You mixed and matched. Use your weirded out ass mind and your weirded out ass scientists to come up with some shit that you want to sell to make money. To make money. You didn't do it for free. You didn't walk up in here, and as they say, man, I got a great idea. I have this genetically modified organism that I can spray on our plants or splice, and it'll feed the world for free. That's not what he did. No, because the other science said this shit's going to poison you. It's going to shorten your lifespan. This is frankenfood. Do not eat it. So what did they do? First, they had to put on the front of the box that is that that this product contains GMOs. That only lasted a year. Now every cereal that you can possibly buy and another third of the products inside of your grocery store have GMOs in it. It's all, you see the pattern though, right? They just do what they want to do. Damn the law, I'll pay off the right politician. Here's another example of how it simply kills your ass. The Federal Food and Drug Association. Okay? Now, up until the 90s, again, they had to go through certain procedures and certain tests before a drug hit the market. It was the pharmacist and the doctor with the skill. It was the doctor with the skill and the pharmacist that knew this is what your body needed. Okay? Now, in comes the capitalist with quackery and no real money to do any real research. So he walks into the doctor's office with a black attaché case, and he tells the doctor to try this and try that and try this. Will you please just give it? I shit you not. I shit you not. Around that same time, you started seeing commercials shielding them from your ass dying from what they already is doing it. Is it Americans? Is it Americans? See, that's the path that you don't want to go down. You don't want to ask who's doing it. Is it because of your love of lack of violence? Um, I don't know. I mean, lack of the ability to look at each other in the face straight once the truth is known. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what exactly keeps you from the reality of the situation. On the spiritual level, that shit out of there. But that ain't what I'm gonna even discuss tonight. Your free will is gone. You do what you have to do, which is what they tell you to do. End of discussion. Whatever free will that your ass have left is what amounts to 6 to 10 hours a day. That's all the free will your ass got is 6 to 10 hours a day at best. At best. And some of you are even on call during those moments. You do what you're told. Till you're not getting in, I'm not giving you any ideas as far as strategy or tactic. Think about your children. These people finna fight over here, man. They finna fight. It ain't no way out. Listen, you got the Jews running the goddamn government. You have the Muslims running. Parts of Minnesota or whatever, plus parts of Texas. They hate the shit out of each other. You can fully expect that their bullshit is gonna come here with them. Fully expect that. Maybe they're allies. Maybe, or are you gonna just call it something else? Individual freedoms, maybe. Freedoms to organize. Freedom of religion to organize. Freedom of establishment. The fuck out of here. Remember, you're all immigrants, including that guy that is apparently done got himself into some kind of binds along the lines of austerity. It seems like he just owe everybody. This is what it feels like. And they won't call it what it is, austerity. Austerity. Certain people were saying out loud that this is what their plan was, to change this country and quit letting people over here that hate you. Are you going mad? Let me see how this shit works now. Again, hold up. I got to take a sip of water on this one because I'm trying to get to the thought process that you use to get to the positions in which you find yourself. I'm gonna try to retrace your steps here a second. Hold on. See where your thinking went wrong. Now, you invite them over. See, that's the point that I'm having. Hold up. So you kill their mothers, fathers, uncles, sons, grandfathers, and all their friends, and then you invite the remaining ones over to become citizens and do business with you amongst your other citizens. Sounds to me, son, that you're gonna get your citizens killed, if not yourself. So tell me where I went wrong in my thinking. Tell me where the hell I went wrong. This is the part where I would ask my son to leave my house. Son, because you don't have a country no more. They're gutting it out and doing whatever they want to do with your money. Plus, don't forget that they print money. They just print the shit. And they don't ever pay their debt. Ever. I think the balancing of the books have happened one time in 100 years or 200 years. They don't even try. They live in debt. They don't mind. Their very money tells you on it that this is a debt note. Read the dollar bill. It ain't money. I have to rely on the old 556 in one last round. And they'll find me, hopefully, with my hands still on the trigger. Take a picture of it. Yep, this one went out fighting. Sorry, it looked like it was suicide. Don't you say anything. Take a picture of him. He went out fighting, I said. This was a true goddamn soldier. And quit looking at him like that. Sir, it looks like that brown. If you say something else, soldier, I will shoot you here on the spot. I know what you're seeing. I see it too. But I'm telling you, this one went out like a soldier. Understandings and fucking agreements. You're going to get yourself into a bit of a bind here. And just a bit of a bind. Because we're not agreeing to anything. And you have to understand, it's our land. And not only that, we have the power to back this shit up now, if need be. If need be. No one's asking you, and no one's really telling your ass either. I don't give a fuck what you do. But whatever you do, leave us out of it. We don't want to know nothing about your belief, saying, I am a pious man. I am this. I am that. Which brings me to my next and final point. Fuck every last one of your beliefs, every one of your guards, unless they're going to show up and take what is becoming increasingly clear, power and the throne. I am Source. I am Seven. I am One.